Hey my Squatch monsters, check out this book, Exploring the Myth and Discovering the Truth, Bigfoot, by Tom Burnett and Rob Riggs. Now we're going to fast forward to chapter 7. Does Bigfoot have psychic or paranormal powers? Let's find out. I know from my experience, these creatures respond to our inner psyches. They are quiet when I am quiet. When I don't beat on trees, they don't beat on trees, unless they are upset about something or someone. These beings are 3 steps ahead of us. They can hide or disappear at will. They know our intentions before we step out of our truck in the forest. They can also go without detection and be right on top of you with ease. If they have hostile intentions, we have no defense against them. Honey, bitch, please. If Bigfoot's real, it's part of a living, breathing environment, just like we are. This woo-woo shit has got to go. Welcome to Off the Rictor. Hey my little Squatch monsters, it's time to shake up the Bigfoot community. This is Off the Rictor. We're going to find out if Bigfoot's real by watching videos made by researchers, hoaxers, and attention whores like me. Oh my god, this is why scientists don't take us seriously. I've got news for you. There's no such thing as a Bigfoot expert. Say no to the woo-woo. I'm the Team Taser superstar. McFly here thinks he's a Bigfoot expert. You want your Bigfoot video to be seen? Now's your chance. Our first shakeup tonight in Off the Rictor is by the heavyweight himself, Craig Woolleader from Cryptomundo. He does an internet radio show called The Cryptocast with Howard Goldthwait, Monica Rollins, and Shelley Covington-Montana. Now this show isn't on YouTube. It's on Dailymotion and can be seen on deepelmonair.com. Now let me tell you what the show is supposedly about. The Cryptocast will discuss the news, happenings, personalities, and opinions in cryptozoology with a comedic slant? No, not quite. No.
To my right, the godfather of all cryptozoology website curators, Mr. Craig Woolleader. He's in watching Windows tonight, I think. He's
also, AKA the Great One.
Right, the Great One. I left that out. To his right, the honey badger of the Bigfoot world, Miss Monica Rollins.
He called her the honey badger. Nope. That's not what she is. No, she's something else.
To her right, Shelley Covington-Montana, another new addition to our cast and crew.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And sitting next to her is Shelley, who looks like Britney Spears' mother, Lynn Spears. So we've got John Candy, Janet Jackson, and Lynn Spears. Oh my.
And calling in later tonight, we have a very special guest. Can you see this thing I'm holding up? A new book by author Adam Davies.
I think it's actually pronounced Davis in England. I know.
Well, it's Davies in America, so.
We ain't in
The
England.
answers to both.
So it looks like their guest is Adam Davies, who did Man Beasts. Now, I like this book because you could see a penis right there. Now, this isn't the only dig that's on the Cryptocast.
I want to talk about another special thing behind me here. I have in my hand a calendar of 12 smoking hot Bigfoot researchers. Actually, there's more than 12 in here. There's 12 months worth, but there's some pages that have more than one, right?
No.
Yeah. Charlie's page has
Oh,
his wife
yeah.
and
There's group
couple
There's no
of
no nepotism there, huh? I'm gonna put my wife in here.
And we have with us
No,
Miss,
It's a good.
what month are you? Miss March, and what month are you?
Hey, that's a good month. That's my birthday.
September.
My birth
We have
month.
Miss March and Miss September. Monica and Shelley are both in it.
Okay, let's talk about set dressing. I know they're doing this for free. They're not paid interviewers. But there needs to be something next to Shelley. I don't know, maybe a plant? A Bigfoot statue? A Chippendales dancer?
And this goes to support a good cause, am I right?
It does. It's a the Kentucky. I forget the name of the It's a children's orphanage in Kentucky.
Yes, it's a children's, I want to say St. Jude's, but that's not it. It's children's orphanage and...
Now we're only 2 minutes into this CryptoCast and they're already dropping the ball. You are featuring a calendar that you don't have any information for and that you're a part of? Fail. Now I realize they're not being paid. They're total amateurs when it comes to this. However, that's no excuse for not meeting the standard of professional broadcasters. It's easy. 2 words. Take notes. Here's more 2 words. Are you ready? Be prepared. If I can do it, why can't you guys? Come on.
You're helping yourself and you'll be
It'd
supporting
be like one
charity
per
at the same
day,
time.
not one per month, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, as many of the mug shots as we can get into each
We can
month.
add some extra months.
There you go.
Okay, what the fuck is she wearing? Monica Rollins, you look like a bad Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation. People of the world unite today for a better way of life. Sing. Ooh, who dressed you? Oh. Someone's been shopping at Goodwill.
Craig might take a whole weekend himself. I don't know.
Will a
Double
weekend
page
to
spread.
myself or by myself?
Either one. Tell us about Adam Davies before he calls in.
Okay, so now we're 3 minutes into this broadcast and she's already playing on her fucking cell phone. The camera is watching and you're on your cell phone and it's not helping you provide the necessary information to promote your Bigfoot Babe calendar or make you look smarter. Put the phone away.
Boy, he's like a jack of all trades. I mean, he goes after everything.
All sizes.
The Mongolian death worm to the orang pendek to the
Yeah.
Mokele Mbembe to... That
bet
may be
that's
him right
Adam.
We
there.
have a caller.
What's that next to Craig Woolleader? That looks like a butt plug. Now those of you out there that don't know what a butt plug is, that's a big...
Now you're in Manchester or where right now?
Yeah, I'm in Manchester, which is in northern England, yeah.
Yay,
Okay.
Manchester
There's a joke
United.
about Manchester that it always rains, but not all the time, just 363 out of 365 days a year.
No, Shelly, stop. No, don't. Now Shelly's texting. My God. You know, if this was my classroom, both you bitches would be sent to the principal's office. Not because you're texting, but because you guys are doing it stupid. You text under the desk. That way we can't see you texting. And you don't look like a fucking moron in front of all of us. God, amateurs. Hello.
Well, we're looking at your new book. We're really excited about it.
Oh, great, thank you.
And I've started reading it. Tell us how it came to be.
Okay, Howard, you're not supposed to perform fellatio on the microphone. Pull away your mouth. Too much feedback. Oh my God. It's like, all right, tell us about your book. God, oh, my ears.
And I've been doing that for many years. As I'm sure you know, I've been doing expeditions all over the world for many, many years. And originally I did a variety of cryptids.
Now they're both texting at the same time. Shelly and Monica, I guess maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I should be texting while I'm doing my show. You know, it's not that hard to look like a fucking moron.
So the first thing I really went to look for was the Mokele Mbembe, the Congo dinosaur, alleged Congo dinosaur, many years ago now.
And they're still texting. They're still texting. If I was Adam Davies, I'd be a little annoyed, be a little irked, a little pissed, a little disappointed. Rude, rude, rude. I know you're from Texas, but honey, please step up your game.
By design, I was into bipedal primates and I wanted to find evidence of them. I was fascinated by them. So when I look back on my expeditions, I thought, well, that's...
See, even Craig saw that they're busy texting. You know, Craig, you could have told those girls, excuse me, we're interviewing Adam Davies, put the phones away and focus on our guest. You know, a little bit of respect, professionalism, discipline, sound familiar?
This one I did years ago was in Mongolia, and they'd heard about me, and they said, well, why don't you do a show? And then I did the monster questing, and they said, well, we really like what you did.
You know what, guys? I'm gonna have a little fun here. I'm gonna send Monica a text. I'm gonna say, you look ridiculous in that costume.
And why don't you do a couple more for us? And have you got any ideas? So,
She got it.
yeah, and some of them take a really long time to plan. It kind of depends on where you're going.
All right, my Squatch monsters, we're gonna do something different with this Off the Rictor. We're gonna do a makeover. Now, I'm not gonna touch that hot mess, Monica Rollins. Oh, she's already a piece of work. We're gonna give Craig Woolleater a makeover. Now, yes, he's a big boy, and not too many shirts fit him. But that doesn't mean he can't have a look. Let's sex it up for Craig Woolleater. Let's give him a suit. Not bad. Let's put him in some leather. Doable. How about a Phil Poling para breakdown shirt? Ah, that's the look. Craig, you're welcome.
The orang pendek is very clearly a different creature to Bigfoot. And one of the ways that you can see that is by looking at the anatomy of prints that have been verified as being persuasive.
I'm gonna send Monica another text. Your show sucks.
Now, in that part of the world, it's famous for the,
She got it.
Yeren and looking for China's wild man, because I was very, very keen to go and do that. And
Oh, don't take it personal. I'm joking. Your show's better than the Squatchers Lounge podcast. Leaps and bounds better.
Oh, God. Bad.
Oh, maybe I'm being too generous.
it's the same hat, you know, and I have a real emotional attachment to that hat because I get some stick for it off my mates in the pub. You're always in that bloody hat.
Now Shelly is sharing notes on her cell phone. God, what can they be saying? Adam Davies sucks? This is like the worst interview ever? God, Adam Davies has poor choice in women? You know, this is wrong. But you know what? Maybe, just maybe, Rictor Riolo is being a bitch. Maybe I'm being too critical. Let's give them a second chance. What do you think?
When I came out with my book Water Horse of Lake Champlain 2, I actually brought her a copy. She was flipping through the pages. She's like, "I'm so excited you brought me a book." And she saw a picture of a Tanystropheus, which is a Triassic reptile. And
Okay, on this show, they're coloring. Not only do they text, but they color. This is the CryptoCast kindergarten classroom. This isn't about cryptozoology, putting on a comedic slant on things. They're the joke. What are you coloring? Why are you coloring? I have access to those dry erase boards that Monica and Shelly are coloring on. Do you want to see them? All right. Here's Monica Rollins' dry erase board. I can't wait to see what it says. Benedict Arnold is my hero? What does that mean? Is she two-faced? Someone you can't trust? And this is Shelly Covington-Montana's dry erase board. What do you think it says? Craig Woolleater farted? For real? Oh, is that supposed to be Craig?
Yeah, but I kind of think, well, now, you know what? You're never going to get past that. There's always going to be somebody who hoaxes something.
Well, apparently texting and coloring on dry erase boards is the standard when it comes to a Bigfoot production. Well, if I can't beat them, I might as well join them. All right, here we go. Now it's my turn. Alrighty, number 1, be professional. Number 2, be prepared. And number 3, Monica, this is for you. Better wardrobe. And number 4, Shelly, don't look bored. And number 5, set the standard. Next.
You're a goddamn joke.
Next up, we have a very good-looking Bigfooter by the name of Mark Zaski. Now, he calls his video Bigfoot Activism, Bigfoot Researchers Untied. Well, here's his channel. He's got over 240 subscribers, and his bio says, Bigfoot Skunk Ape Researcher, Mark Zaski journeys into the swamps and forests of the state of Florida while documenting a living legend. Well, let's document this shit.
Mark Zaski here. I want to just read something from my blog. And this is directed to everybody who's ever seen this thing and everybody who supposedly is a Bigfoot researcher and is in this for anything other than self-promotion or whatever. But if you're serious about being taken seriously, then you have to start acting seriously.
Okay, honey, first of all, it's Bigfoot. Bigfoot! The whole world thinks we're a joke, and scientists laugh at us. It's Bigfoot.
And we need to do that together. One person can make a difference, but thousands, man, thousands can change the world.
Wow, I totally have a visual. Do you remember that song, "We are the world, we are the children"? But imagine it this way. All of us Bigfoot YouTubers, all together, singing a song about uniting for the common good of Bigfoot. You would have Michael Merchant with a tambourine, Rick Dyer on vocals, Stacy Brown on guitar, Todd Standing selling tickets, Justin Smea warming up the crowd beforehand, Sharon Lee on the pole, and me hanging myself in the bathroom.
Someone's got this all backwards, and basically all of us have bought into it blindly. Not one eyewitness deserves what they're going through just because they were in the right place at the right time to have seen this species and that it really exists. And I, for one, refuse to take any crap off anybody about what I saw that day. I know what I saw.
What did you see, baby? What'd you see? Tell me, what'd you see?
So we're telling the entire world, there's another species of human here. We've seen it. No one's listening.
Wow, this guy's passionate. I wouldn't want to piss him off. Well, unless I was chained up and in a sling with a gag ball. Might be fun.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. We need to stop asking for science to look into this. We need to start demanding. We need to start doing something.
Demanding? Really? Based on what? I have said this before and I will continue to say it again. The Bigfoot community has a 6th grade education. It's racist, homophobic, sexist. Oh my God. We need more people with credentials like primatologist Natalia Reagan or archaeologist Kathy Strain, all working toward a common goal.
Because, we are not the only human type of being here. There is no doubt a race of huge, hairy, human-like giants living in the wilds all over our planet. And if you doubt that, it's because you know nothing about what's going on.
Not necessarily, Mark. If people doubt that, they have good reason to, because no hardcore, irrefutable proof has been brought before the world. And the evidence that has been accumulated has been tarnished by Dr. Ketchum and her botched Sasquatch genome project. This is a fact.
No, I mean, they're not going to believe it. A lot of people are not going to believe till we have a body, but we're not pro-kill. They're a type of person. That's murder. So you cannot kill them.
I have actually, in my sighting, I witnessed firsthand its human physical characteristics, its intelligence, and its very incredible physical capabilities.
Okay, I'm buying what he's selling, but if he starts going on about Bigfoot being telepathic, invisible, associated with UFOs, and is able to transform into orbs, I'm gonna shit myself into convulsions in front of you.
There's plenty of information on my blog on how you can start to see these things, but entertainment, it's just entertainment.
Oh my God, he's got a blog? Do you think he writes in capital letters?
One of the definitions of programming that you'll find in any online dictionary is to cause to absorb or incorporate certain ideas into the viewer's mind. Sounds like you're training a dog, man, right? Same thing. That's one of the definitions for programming. Look these things up, man. Educate yourselves.
Oh my God, I love him. Educate yourselves. Respect. Continue, Mark. The more you talk, the more I point my heels to Jesus and think about handbags.
And this limited perspective the public has on the subject was implemented with one purpose in mind, to create a symbol that this is entertainment, not real, that we're all crazy who say we've seen it, which is very, very disrespectful.
Yeah, but kinda deserved.
I saw a Bigfoot and I was fixing to run, but then he zapped me.
Or people who are, they believe it exists, because that's a fact. I mean, most of our Bigfoot research community hasn't seen one, but they do believe it's real. They wouldn't be spending all this time out there, right?
No. Does he have a stain on his shirt? By his collar? Mark, you're a dirty little boy. Have you been playing with Michael Merchant out in the backyard, playing Bigfoot? Take off your shirt. It's dirty.
Each of us, as eyewitnesses, have the ability to describe what we saw, to tell the public about the human characteristics of what we saw, and to confront this misrepresentation that we view in the programming.
His video is over 25 minutes long.
I'm not looking for a monkey. I got news for you. I wasn't looking for a monkey. You're not looking for a monkey. You're looking for a Bigfoot. Looks like a big man with hair all over it. You gotta wake up to these things.
Jesus, this guy's like a total drill sergeant. I totally dig guys like that. Hi, Mark. What's up? How you doing? Buy me a drink.
I've argued with tooth and nail with Jeff Meldrum. Tooth and nail. That guy probably hates my guts, man. But I'll tell you this, I respect him because he's got the balls to look into this for everybody. The problem is everybody's so blind and they don't realize that he has no funding. And he has no funding because you won't stand up and fight for what's right and what you know, what you saw, what you know is real.
Well, Mark, last I checked, Dr. Meldrum called Todd Standing his colleague. Let those chips fall where they may. My Squatch monsters, think twice about where you put your funding. Any one of these Bigfoot bullshitters can start a GoFundMe account or a Kickstarter page. Sasquatch Ontario wants $55,000.
I mean, we all laugh at the beef jerky commercial, right? But that doesn't represent the subject in its importance or its seriousness. That's the symbol the public is absorbing, though. And you're all being made to look like fools.
Oh, Mark, honey, we are fools. Sweetie, if only you knew how we looked to the outside world, then you'd really be mad.
We need to confront this first. Because who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters! Sorry, I had to.
Walk into a bar and yell fire. Yell it, fire! Watch how many people get up and go, what? What? It's serious. Walk into the same bar and yell Bigfoot. And watch how many people start laughing.
Exactly my point made by this handsome devil.
I'm the realest motherfucker you're ever gonna see. Bottom line, I know what I saw. And there's a lot of real motherfuckers out there who want to fucking tell the story about this. They want to tell the truth.
Oh, I love his passion. If this man asked me to marry him, I would say yes.
And the bottom line is there are a lot of us out there that are very wise in this subject, in this research. We're not officially accredited scientists, so we can't do shit.
Actually, Mark, you can still get an education and be the change you want to happen. Dr. Matthew Johnson and Dr. Melba Ketchum did it, so can you. Please don't.
We got to set aside our differences, in our differences of opinion, in whatever we have comments and arguments. Set them aside. We need to rally together, not to serve our own needs, but to serve the greater good of the subject.
Are you saying make it about Bigfoot and not about personal attacks, character assassinations, trolling, and stalking? I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but that's never gonna happen because this field is full of egomaniacs who take themselves way too seriously and they think they're God's gift to the field of Bigfoot, when in fact they're nothing but vile pieces of shit who call people like me a faggot and people like you a radical.
As concerned individuals, we feel that the importance of what we saw has not been addressed properly by the authorities or science as a whole. If you have seen the species, then you know I speak the truth. Put your money where your mouth is. Put up or shut up.
This next video is another rant video. God, is that all you Bigfooters do, is bitch? This video is by Don Boucher, and he has over 118 subscribers, so be sure to go ahead and subscribe. Now this bitch fest has over 1,000 views already. Let's see what he's bitching about.
Good evening, Squatchers. I wanted to address something. Researcher Derek Randles, absolutely nice guy. I've heard nothing but good about him. And
Derek Randles is a sex god given to us ladies by Zeus on Mount Olympus. Now, in case you didn't know, he will look at you and your panties will drop. Mine did at Beachfoot. It was very embarrassing. Now, Bart Coutinho has that kind of power too. But why go Bigfooting when you can go skiing with these gentlemen?
something that really has been disturbing me as of late is that Rick Dyer for the past entire year has been basically dropping Derek Randles' name.
Oh, so that's what this Bitch Fest video is all about. The infamous hoaxer known as Rick Dyer. I am so over him, and I'm over you Bigfooters that do nothing but bitch and promote him. It's like you're making him into an even bigger legend than he already is. The Bigfoot community is his publicity campaign.
And, you know, using Randles as a source of credibility, you know, that Dyer does not have himself. Now, Derek has often said that he doesn't want to get involved in the politics, and Rick Dyer's never lied to him. Well, let me address the second part of that. Rick Dyer's lied to us all 4 times before.
He's lied to you? Dude, even when the guy has sex, he's lying. This one time, he told me he was coming, and instead, he was spitting on my back. No joke. Left me totally unfulfilled. He might be a big hoaxer, but in the sack, he's a little man.
He has a really, really small penis.
Rick Dyer is a hoaxer. He's a proven hoaxer. He's, you know, 2008 hoax. And there's been 3 other more minor hoaxes since then. And then there's this hoax right here.
Don, darling, you're not telling us anything new. Tell us something new, like how to prove Bigfoot's real, or tell us your theories on what it could be. Now that would be interesting. Making a bitch video about Derek Randles being played by Rick Dyer is boring, boring, boring. So last year.
He's lied to the entire community. He's lied to the world. He's made us all look like fools and left egg in our faces, especially in 2008.
Okay, I'm set off. The Bigfoot community is responsible for looking like fools. And I realize I'm gonna get some hate mail for this, but it's the truth. Look at yourselves. Take one good look. Not one of you is any better or more credible than the other. All your evidence and so-called stories is anecdotal. Until we get real video with irrefutable DNA evidence, we are one big dysfunctional family full of hoaxers, researchers, and attention whores like me. It's all based on opinions and Facebook drama. Continue, Don Boucher. You've got this queen on a roll.
This is not politics, Derek. This is about defense of something that we all love, squatching. This is about protecting our community.
In all seriousness, people, there is no such thing as a Bigfoot community. It's all Facebook groups, cliques, filled with trolls and egomaniacs, people slinging mud from the safety of their monitor. Now, I have seen some epic photos from trail cams by people who do not want their Bigfoot photos shared with the world. The Bigfoot community is missing out because outsiders looking in see what kind of a piss pot we all really are. Like, no way, I am not sharing that shit. This shit is turned up.
There's no chance. Rick Dyer shot the Bigfoot in the middle of what is a very large metropolitan area in Texas. And all you gotta do is look in the map and say the chances of Bigfoot being in that area are slim to none.
Don, Rick Dyer is like Santa Claus. Only fools and children believe he is real. Santa has his elves. Rick Dyer has all you guys, the Bigfoot community.
Last but not least, I think I'd probably be a little more concerned about your name, Derek, because like I said, Rick Dyer's been dropping your name for an entire year, and your name is now associated with this hoax.
Why would Derek Randles be worried about being associated with Rick Dyer? It's Bigfoot. Bigfoot. Bigfoot does not pay Derek's bills, but it does get him on TV, which the Bigfoot community is not responsible for. Derek is. Every big-time researcher owes the Bigfoot community nothing. It's the truth. It's Bigfoot that makes the researcher, not the community. Until the online Bigfoot community pays your bills, makes your bed, and sucks your dick, step the fuck off.
And when this hoax is actually proven on national news, when the news organizations, post yet another hoax, they're gonna find your name dripping off his lips almost every single day. And I think right now is the perfect time for you to rescue your name, as I noticed you're getting involved in television and reality shows and whatnot.
Okay, Don, Rick Dyer will not ever affect Derek Randall's ever in regards to TV shows. TV loves this kind of shit. Hello, look at the TV show I was on, Bigfoot Bounty, Jersey Housewives, Honey Boo Boo, The Duggars touching little children, whatever that shit's about. It's all entertainment, just like this show. You people take Bigfoot way too seriously.
It's probably better that you save your good name. You are a respected researcher, and people do care about what you have to say about the topic of Bigfoot.
If someone chooses to be friends with a hoaxer or a con man, it's between him and that individual. It's no one else's business. And the Bigfoot community does not own Derek Randall's because they care about him.
Like I said, everybody likes you. You're a nice guy. And I don't think anybody can take that away from you.
Don Boucher, if you don't think anyone can take that away from Derek Randall's, then what the hell was the purpose of your whole video? You just discredited your whole platform of your concern over Derek Randall's name being turned to shit because of his association with Rick Dyer.
There has to come a point where you have to say to yourself, well, no, I do not support this, and you have to stand up for yourself and protect yourself against somebody who's using you.
Thank you, Don, and that's what needs to be done. If you don't like what you are seeing, click off. If you don't like what you're hearing, change the channel. It's easy to do. Less drama. Oh no, but the online Bigfoot community is drawn to drama, drawn to Rick Dyer, like moths to a flame. They can't help themselves.
And that's what Dyer's doing. He's using you. So you need to make a decision. It's not about politics. It's about defense of the community.
Don, at the end of the day, does it even matter? You're making this way bigger than what it needs to be. It's only drama if you want it to be drama. Now, my Squatch monsters, I have a theory. If all these Bigfooters that are on YouTube had a great big dick in their mouths, they'd never speak ill of each other. They'd probably be a lot happier. I know I would be. All right, my Squatch monsters, it's time for Rictor's Hate Mail of the Week. Oh my God. This week's hate mail comes from Anonymous. Of course, Anonymous, like any of you losers out there in the Bigfoot community, have the balls to come at me directly. And this is what Anonymous has to say. Rictor wants her ass stretched by Rick Dyer. Nothing more, nothing less. Rictor moans and snivels about missing the great fun of the San Francisco bathhouse days of perversity. Okay, you Bigfoot losers out there need to know something. The San Francisco bathhouse days are so 1970. It's like back when Dr. Meldrum was a strapping young man. Today, it's all about Grindr and Scruff on the iPhone. You gotta get with it if you wanna hook up with me. Some of you do. All right, on this week's Off the Rictor, we had the Total Amateur Hour CryptoCast from Crypto Dummo. Then we had the drill sergeant, Mark Zaski, give us his opinions.
You're a goddamn
And then,
joke.
of course, last but not least, was Don Boucher giving Derek Randall's an ass whipping. Well, that's it for this week's Off the Rictor. Comment down below and tell me which one of these Bigfoot superstars should be nominated for my Richter's Hall of Shame, and that will happen at the end of my season. Also, don't forget, I need you to send me your video suggestions on who I should shake up in the next Off the Rictor. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, don't hate, congratulate. See you next week.